300 years ago, along the muddy banks of the Yellow River, dinner wasn't complicated. It was survival. A farmer, one iron pot, a tough bird, and a handful of flour. The chicken would braise for hours until it surrendered. And because no meal was complete without a carb, he'd slap wet dough right onto the pot's hot walls, letting it steam into simple, hearty bread. That, right there, was the birth of a legend. Dìguō Jī, Diguoji Jee, Chinese ground pot chicken. Today we're taking that ancient one-pot genius and launching it into the modern era. We're keeping every bit of its soul, the crispy skin, the smoky spice sauce, the dough that drinks it all up, but we're making it faster, easier, and absolutely bone-free. This isn't just a recipe, it's a history lesson you can eat. And it all starts by setting the chicken free. Bone-in, skin-on thighs are still the flavor kings. That skin is our ticket to crispiness. But watch this. A few smooth cuts, the bone pops out, and we're left with pure, juicy potential. We'll chop these into hearty chunks, because more surface area means more caramelization, and more caramelization means your taste buds are about to write you a thank you note. Pat them dry. This is the golden rule for a sear that actually sticks. While these guys chill, let's talk about the secret weapon, the edible plate. The reason this dish is iconic, the flatbread. Flour, warm water, a pinch of salt. This isn't fancy artisan dough. This is peasant bread at its most brilliant. Knead it just until it's smooth, then, and here's the ancient wisdom, walk away. Cover it. Let it forget you exist for 30 minutes. This quiet time transforms it from tough to tender, from stubborn to stretchy. Later, it'll become the ultimate sauce sponge. Now, for the alchemy. Back to the pot. A little oil, medium heat, then plain white sugar. Don't stir, just watch. It melts, turns to gold, then to a deep, fragrant amber. This is the old world trick, the Hong Shao method. This caramel isn't for dessert. It's the foundation for color and a deep, toffee-like richness that's the soul of the sauce. This is the moment. The chicken goes in, skin side down. Hear that sound? That's the sound of flavor being born. The sugar coats each piece, the skin crisps, and everything turns a gorgeous, glistening mahogany. We're not just cooking, we're building a flavor crust. A few minutes on each side, then we pull them out. Into that glorious, flavorful oil, a whole head of smashed garlic. 30 seconds, just until the air smells amazing. Then we rescue them. They'll be back. Next, the flavor base. Ginger, the white parts of green onion, big chunks of onion. We sweat these until they're soft and sweet, building the house where our sauce will live. Everyone back in the pool. Chicken, garlic, return. Now, the braising brigade arrives. Light soy for salt, dark soy for that legendary color, a good glug of Shaoxing wine for depth. For an umami earthquake, a spoon of white miso, though the traditional black bean paste works just as well. Then the whispers of ancient spice roots, star anise, a cinnamon stick, a couple of dried red chilies, a bay leaf, hot water in, just enough to cozy up to the chicken. Here's a chef's kiss for the home cook, the cartouche, a fancy French word for a simple parchment paper lid. It traps steam, keeps everything incredibly moist, and braises our boneless chicken to tender perfection in just 20 minutes. Lid on, heat down, let the magic happen. While our kitchen starts to smell like a dream, let's get back to that dough. Divide it. Then, the peasant's brilliant hack, dunk each piece in water. This 10-second bath makes it slick, non-stick, and ready to be shaped. No rolling pin needed. Just press, pull, and stretch it into a rustic, imperfect oval. We're going for flavor, not a geometry lesson. Time's up. Look at that. The sauce has thickened, clinging to every chunk of chicken. Now, for the grand, traditional gesture. Take those stretched dough ovals and press them right onto the hot walls of the pot, half submerged in that glorious sauce. Final countdown, 10 minutes. In that time, the flatbreads will perform a miracle. Their bottoms drink in that rich, savory, spiced sauce. They become something new, half flatbread, half flavor vehicle. Behold, the evolution of a classic. Juicy, boneless chicken chunks, glazed in a sticky, aromatic sauce, rustic flatbreads, fluffy and steamy on top, with a bottom edge that's soaked in pure umami bliss. A scatter of green onion greens for freshness. That is the taste of history, refined. The crispy skin, the tender meat, the bread that soaks up 300 years of ingenuity. It's high-protein comfort food that respects your time and blows your mind. If you believe ancient recipes deserve a modern kitchen, smash that like button, subscribe for more culinary time travel, and debate it in the comments. What other classic dish needs a 21st century makeover?